Okay guys, what's up? Mancake here, and I've got that long-awaited first association game with the Sacramento Kings playing the Mavericks on their home court. Should be a pretty big game. Obviously, this is only a 29-game season, so every game really matters, especially if you want to make the playoffs. My team is completely revamped if you didn't see that video of the creation. I'm actually only playing on Superstar this first game just to hopefully get accustomed to some of these releases and just a general play style, because I haven't played too many 5-on-5 games yet in 2K11. So I'll probably move it to Hall of Fame as soon as I get a little more accustomed to it, but for now, taking it fairly easy, I guess. Still using simulation sliders, and gotta watch out for Dirk. He's a beast on any mode in this game. He hits a ton of contested shots for whatever reason. But let's get this started. Joakim Noah tipping off against Brendan Haywood. We got the ball, chance for a first play here. Steph Curry, my man crush, with the ball. Just going to go with a simple play for Tyreke Evans. He's open for just a split second. I don't hesitate. That's an easy jumper. Moving on, I've got a little bit of a random comment here. I'm actually really enjoying this playbook so far, as you'll see later on throughout this video. It seems like every play has multiple options, and right there, I really should have corralled that loose ball after the block. And that obviously leads to a wide open three for Dirk. And it only gets worse here. I'm not sure what I'm thinking with Jason Thompson. I was playing for the jumper, trying to stay as close as possible. I didn't even do anything. And that is a wide open dunk for Dirk. That looks really bad for me. But yeah, getting back to these Kings, obviously some of you might have known that I was going to pick the Warriors at first. I wanted to have a really entirely different offense compared to the Nets that I used last year. I wanted to be up-tempo. I wanted to push it with my athleticism. So you'll probably see that in this video. Even though I'm not using the Warriors, I do really like to push it. And Tyreke Evans and Steph Curry should work out very well for that. But not sure what Dirk's thinking there. I get an easy block on the fadeaway. It kind of surprised me. And this is one of those instances where I'm not slowing down. I throw up that oop, and Tyreke Evans just lays it right in. Dirk on Steph Curry here. There's really no chance. Kind of surprised Haywood didn't block that, but that's an easy two. And probably the best play for Stephen Curry right here in the game. Slicing and dicing through that defense with a beautiful Euro step. Great finish on reverse glass. Just amazing play. And on the very next play, I get a steal with Azubuike, and I see Curry hustling down the sideline. I square it up here, take that three, and that is good. We all know that. He's off to a great start, but he's not done. I can guarantee you that. Chance here once again to force the defense to react. I'm going one-on-one. JJ Barea, no chance. That's a signature layup in your face, and one. Tyreke and Steph Curry are off to a great start in this game. But unfortunately, Dirk has had an answer for every single one of my big buckets, and he hits one right there through the double team. And you really can't do too much about that in this game. You just have to deal with it and hopefully shut down the rest of his team, which I failed to do there. The Mavs are actually leading after one. But I got to respond here. Got a lot of bench players in. And I get the block with Jason Thompson. I find Kyle Korver for a mid-range jump shot on some good ball movement. And we're right back in this game, and hopefully we can play some good defense. And right here, Paul George gets a nice tipped pass. And I don't know how I got that pass through, but Kirk Heinrich is thankful. He gets an easy layup. Or, well, he made it look difficult, but he made it nonetheless. And right here, Paul George gets sucked into that animation trying to drive into the basket. But Kyle Korver is just spotting up on that sideline, and that is an easy three for him. Great pickup from the Bulls, and probably my worst play of the game. I don't know, the Dirk one was pretty bad, but right there I gave Sean Marion a wide open lane for a behind-the-back dunk there. I got Azubuike here doing his signature gather, throwing it down over Jason Kidd. Not bad at all, but we're still down. And, just for proof that I don't always shoot good shot releases, and sometimes I do get lucky. You saw that right there, Whiteside hitting a mid-range jump shot with a bad release. But I get a block here, and, I'm not going to slow down as always, and nothing there, but, Curry is sneaky. Pulling up for a three when they weren't thinking about it. That is an easy shot for Steph Curry. We've got the lead. But Steph Curry is everywhere, and right here he gets a steal, or at least he tips the pass, and probably gets the most interesting play of the game with the one-handed throwdown. Definitely caught me off guard, but he's not quite done once again. With these plays, they're designed in one way, but they're often pretty good in terms of having a second option. And right there you saw Steph Curry, and once again, just breaking through the defense. That wasn't the original design, but he's wide open under the rim, and that is an easy layup. We're up pretty big at this point, but JJ Barea throwing down a filthy behind-the-back pass down low through traffic. Very impressive. Once again, I'm guarding Dirk. Don't want him to shoot that mid-range jump shot, but wow, he throws down a monster dunk. One-hander. That was filthy. And Rodrigue Beaubois taking a pretty nice drifter there over Steph Curry. These Mavs are still in this game, and Dirk doing work in the post. Beautiful jumper. They're only down 3. So we're at the start of the second half here, and I'm trying to get Tyreke Evans heated right back up, but unfortunately that's not working out for me. So Stephen Curry is forced to bail me out with a crazy deep 3. Jason Kidd in his face. It doesn't matter. It's a G moment of the game. Got to watch this ABA ball fly really slow through the air because it's really entertaining apparently. But yeah, great debut here for him on the Kings. Obviously, I'd like to be scoring a little bit more with Tyreke Evans, but you know, every man has an off day, and Paul George getting involved in this game. He started, but really hasn't done much at all. Throwing down the reverse alley-oop on the break. I love my wing players. They're so athletic, and they project so well as potential stars in this league. And I get a block there with Ryan Anderson. Throw a crazy dangerous pass across the court. Paul George squaring that shot up and hitting a 3, making his presence known. And this is just kind of a crazy play here. Dirk gets a monstrous offensive rebound. I almost get the steal. He ends up being left open. Anderson with a hand in his face, but it doesn't matter. Dirk still hits a really difficult shot. And on this play, Steph Curry doesn't come open down low, so I go with the primary option, which would be Tyreke Evans coming off the screen for 3. Not his strong suit, but he drains that. We're up 7. And my team's kind of been living and dying by the 3 at this point, so why not just chuck one up at the last second here? Play had broken down. Ryan Anderson hits a 3. We're up 10. And for anybody that's really paying attention out there, you probably noticed Joakim Noah isn't in the game at all right now, and that's because he's been in foul trouble for most of the game, and really could have used him on that play down low. Cannot give up an easy oop to Dirk like that, but Jason Thompson in the post. And this is just one of those examples, once again, that I don't always get perfect shot releases, and that's good. I get pretty lucky on that part, but Tyreke Evans hasn't really done much this game since the first half, but throws down the and one layup. Dirk was a little bit too aggressive there on defense, and I'll take that. But I try and go with him for a 3 once again. Probably not my best decision. Doesn't have the greatest of range, but Jason Thompson gets the rebound, kicks it to Paul George, and Paul George just knocks that down. We have a 14-point lead, and this is getting a little bit out of hand. But I don't really guard Jason Kidd here at all, and that's an easy 3. So these Mavs aren't giving up, but I pull in the superstar 3-point shooter in Kyle Korver, and he starts lighting it up, and Joakim Noah back in the game, finally going to get him involved, and that'll be his first bucket of the season with a little pick and roll there. Paul George trying to size up Dirk, and I noticed Kirk Heinrich gets left open. I got to return the favor. I throw him an oop, and this is just getting embarrassing for these Mavs on their home court, and Steph Curry in the game trying to ice it here, throwing down the nice little crossover and pulling up for a mid-range game, and he's got overall just an amazing debut here once again. And Noah's debut hasn't been too bad either. I mean, he gets a nice tip slam there, but he's done what I've needed him to do in limited minutes here. Obviously, I don't want him to be in foul trouble. But I quickly learned I need to take out my starters here. Shouldn't have thrown that pass and get the turnover. And I was a little bit worried Curry was going to get injured there on the oop attempt. But I pull in Tyreke Evans, put him at the point, and have him wrap up the game with a strong drive there, the and one layup. And that'll be it for the game. We get a huge win on the road here in Dallas. And obviously every game is important when you're only playing 29-game seasons. But for those that are curious, I'll be developing Paul George and Tyreke Evans quite a bit throughout the season, hopefully making them a little bit more complete and consistent players across the board. But there are the final stats. Steph Curry had a monster game. Noah did pretty well in limited minutes and obviously had some great bench play. And overall, just a great start here. Beyond that, for those of you that were in my online league that we had the draft for on Friday night, we had some problems with corrupt rosters, so we had to recreate. If you have any questions about how you can rejoin the new league, which we'll be having the draft for on Sunday at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, please let me know. And this is just a new little feature here. I'll be showing off my team stats at the end of the game for you guys to check out in more detail. Not bad, but yeah, thanks guys, and have a good one.